What's a popular self-care trend is actually toxic? Letting your children do a beauty regime. 9-year-olds do not need to exfoliate, use night cream and day serum, and beg their mommy to spend $50 on special face potions and silk pillowcases. Slap some sunscreen and a big hat on them and keep them the f off social media. YouTube recently recommended me a video that seemed to be about kids who bought a lot of skincare products worth hundreds of pounds, or dollars. I don't remember the currency used in the title. From the picture, the kids looked so young. There are skincare products that should not be used on children. Can you imagine a 9-year-old using an anti-wrinkle cream? The bottle. Look 10 years younger. 10-year-old. Puts it on and completely vanishes. Ex-friend's twin daughters were in 4th grade turning 10. They said they wanted skincare stuff for their birthday. My daughter, same age and class, doesn't have a phone, so she's not into the whole social media thing yet and doesn't yet go in for the makeup and skincare stuff. So I didn't realize they meant real products. I got them a bunch of the inexpensive drugstore stuff like St. Ives. They were not impressed. I realized when another friend's daughter, turning 11 the same year, was asking her mom for a $70 toner. The whole thing blew my mind. Yep, as an esthetician, I'm sick and tired of seeing a child using AHAs and BHAs exfoliate with 10 other products. It's just a recipe for disaster-damaged skin. Like they should only be using a simple cleanser moisturizer made with gentle ingredients. Sunscreen. That's it, maybe even less products. And I'm wondering if the parents ever do research. Any kind of cleanse. That's what your liver and kidneys do. Right? This drives me nuts when I hear wellness influencers peddling the latest cleanse. If you truly need a cleanse, you need real medical intervention because your kidneys or liver are failing. There is a health store in my town that keeps advertising foot bath detoxes with pictures of dirty foot water, claiming it's all the toxins. A recent quote from them, Second Ion Foot Cleanse. Now that a lot of the inflammation was pulled, this cleanse is working on cleansing the liver. One cleanse is great for pulling inflammation and small amounts of heavy metals and toxins from the organs. Toxic positivity. Your own thinking is the cause for all your hardships. Just think positive and all your problems will go away. If they don't, you're not thinking positive enough. Congratulations. Now people going through true hardships that have no easy solutions feel a giant amount of guilt on top of it. I had an ex that would say this to me. He would take it a step further with, bad things happen to you because you think negatively, you're getting what you're putting out into the world. I finally got sick of it and told him that's the kind of shit people who were born on third base say to make it sound like they hit a triple. BetterHelp. I used to work with BetterHelp. The hiring process was a joke. If you had an active license to practice, you were in. There was an interview, but all they did was explain how to use the app as if you were already hired. After that, there was absolutely no oversight whatsoever into what you were doing. No supervision, no reviewing your documentation, no making sure you're showing up to your appointments, no making sure you're not doing anything crazy or unethical, absolutely nothing. You're on your own. From that standpoint, it makes sense that some unethical, incompetent people benefit off the system. Every fad diet ever. A few years ago, I got into the carnivore thing and I just felt gross all the time. Now it's finding its way into my feed again. Almost every suggested post is animal-based and carnivore. I really don't know where it came from either. I haven't been into that stuff for a while now. The influencers there are eating blocks of Parmesan cheese and using cutting boards instead of plates. The best diet is a balanced diet of meat, vegetables, fruits, and grains, while cutting out as much processed crap as possible. Basically what science has been saying for decades. Loving yourself no matter what can be bad for you. Sometimes you're just wrong and need to change. Parts of you are shit. I'd say that loving yourself no matter what means working to change your wrong shit so you can improve yourself. It just all sort of depends. If someone is really in a bad place, sometimes you just need to be super soft on yourself for a while. I was there once and it helps. If you're drowning, you just need to do whatever it takes to get out of the pool. Then you can start addressing things in a more balanced way and admit the parts that you need to work on. Just my 2 cents. I've been at a place in life where I hated myself and reinforced my awfulness every day with harsh criticism, and my therapist encouraged me to stop thinking anything negative about myself. That didn't mean I thought I was perfect, but it was what I needed then. Also, I highly encourage a therapist being involved when you're at that point. It's actually more productive to wait until you're feeling generally okay to work on yourself. When you're convinced every part of you is shit, you get nowhere trying to fix it. That constant pressure to always look on the bright side and be positive no matter what. A friend of mine, Jessie, went through a really tough time, and every time she tried to open up about how she was feeling, people just told her to stay positive or look on the bright side. instead of helping. Sometimes it's okay to feel down and talk about it because forcing positivity can actually make things worse. 100%. Also, sometimes you just need to talk to a friend. You don't want advice or to be told to go get therapy. Sometimes you just need to say something out loud to someone else. Neglecting sleep to get ahead in school or your career. Not getting enough sleep will catch up to you. This one. Psychotic episodes, mental breaks are very real, and not sleeping is a great way to trigger one. I was diagnosed a few months ago with OSA and now on a CPAP machine. The difference is immediate. I've not had a proper, i.e. correct amount of deep sleep, etc., for close to 20 years. I've now suddenly started losing the weight I've been carrying for years. My doctor said that sounds about right, as not enough restful sleep can have devastating effects on the body, including raising your cortisol levels, which slows metabolism and makes you gain weight. I think some people cut others out of their lives instead of learning how to navigate complex emotions and situations. Sometimes it's the most healthy thing you can do, and sometimes it just seems like people are hiding, or maybe engaging in some other destructive behavior. I have to agree. I have a genuinely insane family that I had to give up on after decades of trying. It was devastating. Having no family is so isolating. Then I hear of my elder Z kids cutting off lifelong friends over relatively small disagreements. Keyword relative. I'm not minimizing their challenges. My family is just comprised of street junkies and murderers. There's a weird big push to eliminate all toxicity from your life, and while I get the concept, people are so vastly different with so many different needs, it sounds exhausting to be constantly policing that. Carbs are not bad for you. Gluten is not bad for you. Calories are not evil. Dairy is not bad for you. Grains are not bad for you. Sugar is not bad for you. These things become bad for you if A. You're allergic to them or otherwise intolerant. B. It's the only thing you eat. C. It's ultra-processed and not balanced out with unprocessed foods. With all this diet culture crap, people have no idea what an actual healthy, balanced diet looks like anymore. Eat a mix of foods, mostly unprocessed, and don't punish yourself for indulging in the occasional piece of cake. Hating yourself into better habits does not work. A registered dietitian I follow on IG says food is only unclean or toxic if it's dirty, moldy, or poisonous. Buying unnecessary things, whether it is skincare or retail therapy, so easy to get caught up in it and end up in debt. I develop skincare products, natural cosmetics, what is considered clean beauty. And I can tell you that you will save a shitload of money by not buying special super-duper brand products for every imagined problem. The things that will do the most for your skin, far, far more than any cream or serum are: stop smoking. Now, cigarette smoke really fucks up your skin. Ideally, stop drinking alcohol, but if you don't want to do that, drink less. Don't get wasted. Don't drink on more than 1 day a week. Sleep more. Don't stay up late. Stay out of the sun. Even a high SPF sunscreen won't protect your skin from aging faster due to damages from heat and UV light. Change your diet. Stop drinking sodas. Cut your sugar intake. Stay away from highly processed foods. Eat a balanced diet. Exercise regularly. I don't care if it's weightlifting, cardio, or yoga, but get your metabolism going. Make that body work. So you read this far, and by now you will know the essence of what I just wrote. Live a healthy life. Avoiding difficult conversations in the name of positive vibes. My entire family is like this. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started dating my husband. As an outsider looking in, he was able to see just how allergic to negativity we are, and conflict of any kind. I love my family dearly, but it sucks not being able to just sit down with them and have an honest conversation about how maybe they stepped on our toes or did something that upset us. It became extremely apparent during the pandemic. I remember feeling upset with something my mom had said, and it festered in me for months. It was interfering with my relationship with her, which was especially distressing for me because she's one of my closest friends. I remember venting to my dad about it, wanting to know how to approach the subject with her. His advice was to simply not bring it up at all. I love my dad, but I was really disappointed by his solution. Only doing things that feel good or spark joy. Sometimes for your own long-term health and future, you must do things that aren't super-duper fun. I've learned that one of the best self-care activities is showing that you have invested in your future self. Sometimes I'll do an extra chore because it means it will help my future self, and I worked hard to give my future self the less stressful life she deserves. That's such a good way of looking at it. I'm a big procrastinator because anxiety, so I could stand to see certain things as an act of help to my future self. What do you think about this? What self-care products do you believe might actually cause more harm than good? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and take care.